My Gavan and Melonine, and well met indeed. I'm Arkish Galadirthan, head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer. And welcome back to Divide and Conquer as we continue on as canned. This Friday is looking particularly like Sunday. Because, of course, last time I said I would record on Friday. And I did not do that because I ended up making impromptu plans. We are attacking Khazad, or rather Khazad are pitifully trying to come back at us. And they're not really succeeding in that. You can see there are two armies on screen at the moment that are both deciding that Chelkar is more important to them than the large fortress town of Amrun, because they're morons. And our Dwarven army is away off screen at the moment to our southeast, and they will be pressing west and sweeping away Khazad's lower foundations. And we will hustle Khazad or shepherd them toward our staunch allies and noble defenders of Númenórean heritage, the warriors of Dol Amroth. So that's the plan. We're kind of going west and then north, and hopefully along the way we'll build up enough defences to deal with the Ardanaim when we inevitably bump into them.
Orders.
But we do need to get people down to Sarkhan Sharpish before it rebels against us.
Yes, noble master.
Korandash will fall in 3 turns. I doubt they'll rise up. And the enemy is not going to bother with us there. So what we are going to do is move on to that bridge. With everything? How much will they hit us if we take everything? I think they'll quite like us, to be honest. So we'll go with everything. Yes. And then we'll get the Dwarven Catapult shortly. Oh, it's not the Dwarven Catapult. It's Captain Babak. That's the Dwarven Catapult. 2 turns. They might attack us, they might sit back, we'll find out shortly. Oh, Amrun got a refuge, good, so they like us a little bit more. It's now building a Mason's Hall. We can retrain, but I doubt that's recruitment. No, indeed. That'll be something else, I don't know what. But in the north now, of course, as I said, we were hoping Mordor might rise up and attack us. Or we were hoping Mordor might attack. They have done that. We won't let them siege us out, excuse me, sorry. We'll take the Boggers down now. Now, the one thing that we have in our advantage here, they've obviously got numbers, but we have got an absolute shed load of ranged units. In fact, our entire army throws or fires something. And if this is all Mordor's probing attempts are going to be, then let them come. Is this it? Is this all you can conjure, Saruman? How fitting with the image. But of course Saruman is not coming for us. Sauron is. Welcome to this quaint little castle of Oibermarin. Surely you can stand somewhere there. I suppose it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Don't run away. You guys can't run away. Alright, everybody outside. Let's get on this. They don't have any ranged units at all, and all we have is ranged units, so we will smash them, I have no doubt. Oh, we can see that nice red colouring on the floor. Always a fan of that, personally. Alright, and then you guys are going to make a very thin line, which isn't going to be all that useful, but... They're pulling away to the point that we're going to have a hill to our advantage. That's just stupidity. Run. Right, feel free to shoot wherever you like now. I think you've got them coming, so pull yourselves back. Oh, no. They're just routing you. Alright, move the army up then. Go back to time 6. And there we are. Their death is now at hand. Right, let's diversify though. You shoot them. You shoot them. You shoot them around and guard. You can't get that Orc Coast yet. Shoot them around and guard. You go for those maulers as well. Change up your targets. We should drop mobile. We should be able to drop most of these battalions. Right, you and you come out of the group. You fellows, free to fire at whatever you like. Let's get the generals out now. Because you're going to be needed. Hold the line, men. Hold the line. Support is on its way. Nice. Pull down to there. You guys hit that orc coast. Oh, absolutely brutal charge.
The enemy are badly bloodied.
Damn right they are.
Half their men.
Mazlan thought he could come and take on the hordes of Khand. But it is not to be, Mazlan. Is he called Mazlan? Mazlak? Something like that. I forget the names. Okay, let's move down there. Nice. Hit them. Now see if you can kill the bodyguard. Now remember, this is all our trashed as well, so all of these units can die, and it just does not matter. Nice, nice. And people, I've seen quite a few people on Total War Center suggest that they, in their own games, rebuff cavalry generals to give them like 50 men again. And I just think, yes, that's brilliant, but why don't you just auto-cheat units into your army? That's essentially the same thing. Turning cavalry bodyguards into an auto-replenishing 50-man cavalry battalion is literally a way to just auto-win the campaign. Now, I appreciate everyone each to their own. Absolutely each to their own. If you really enjoy just comp stomping with no challenge, then by all means, play the game how you want to play your game. I shan't judge you. But what I would advise you is that you will get bored quicker than most. I would have thought. But maybe there are those that do just really enjoy no threat and every battle being a simple victory.
To be running in our favor. From good tidings such as these, does victory spring forth.
And the reason I say that is because I, as many of you will know, and as many of you frequently comment and remind me, I am awful at micromanaging. Or not necessarily awful, I just can't be bothered. It really is that simple. I just don't want to have to be switched on every time I play the game. I just want to chill out, watch my armies attack orcs, and enjoy it. I like a little bit of a challenge, but I don't like a huge challenge. Although the sense of achievement is much greater when you really feel you've had to fight for it. But anyway, so the point of the story is that I'm not very good at microing cavalry at all, and yet even with these battalion sizes of 20 men, I am still absolutely wrecking Mordor at the moment by just simple cycle charging. And so, if these battalions were larger, the damage I could do would be unreal. Now, I was really hoping we would have got the general in that last charge, because then it will incur a real rout. But then even with a general, the forces of Mordor are so weak and pathetic. I'm not sure a unit somewhere is still actually fighting. Oh, the bodyguard never ran away properly. What are we on now? 99. Is he dead yet? I really like the look of these step units. I think they look so... I just love the simple effects, the simple designs.
They run like children.
I really like them. 204 brave men.
It's right of this most wondrous triumph.
And 1,439 orcs fell, with our generals combined taking down nearly 700. Almost half the enemy army went between the two generals. And again, I would, to just absolutely hammer home the point and prove that I'm a dullard beyond belief. They only have 20 men in each battalion, and they can still do that much damage. It's just utter folly. The only factions we tend to break that rule with are factions where the campaign is already kind of so simple and so easy, and your nation is so powerful that introducing an uber powerful general doesn't change things. Or your nation is so bereft of strength and needs such assistance that adding a general like that gives you that much needed oomph. And the nations, of course, of which I speak are the High Elves, who, in your current games, around the 40th turn, Glorfindel returns to your armies with a full replenishing unit of Eldarinway cavalry, which is very powerful. And, of course, also the Northern Dunedain, who get Gandalf. But there's also there's a law, not really a law, but there is sort of a a desire to ensure that certain generals are powerful no matter what, and it may break the balance a little, but how much more would you hate it if Gandalf was really underpowered? Of course, we can't represent Gandalf's magical prowess in the game, so we have to replicate that through martial prowess. And so Gandalf gets a formidable bodyguard, as does Sauron, as does Saruman. Sauron's bodyguard is likely to be buffed in future as well, because again, following that argument, at the point that you get Sauron, if you're playing as Mordor, you've definitely already won the campaign, and you do just want to have one unit, one battle, where you have a unit that just murders everyone, and you get that awesome sense of strength and power. But of course, replicate that numerous times, and he starts to lose the fun, thinking, oh, just send Sauron in, he'll win. It's much better when it's like, oh, how awesome is Sauron? And then you've won the campaign and you can end it. I think that's better than just Sauron will win again. Sauron's won again. Ad infinitum. Right, now we have the bridge battles. We must hold these two back because they potentially can annoy and frustrate our borders. While Amrun, of course, has our main army. So, also, my thanks extend to a YouTube user and who used to frequently play games with us but no longer does, Jamali. For reminding me that the only reason we're making absolutely tons of money is because the Blue Wizard script increases your King's Purse. So our King's Purse was significantly buffed when the Blue Wizards arrive to counter the fact that they cost a lot of money and you lose all of your towns. And that, of course, we will lose those buffs when in a set number of turns. I don't know how many turns it is, but we will, of course, lose it shortly. Now, you guys can start right down there, actually. Get them over that side. Right, fire at will. Oh, they've got archers of their own. That's not fair. So, Southron archers. Horondor mercenaries. Southron warband. And then there's the challenge and the threat and the trouble. The two units of cavalry. One just being Southron cavalry and the other being camels, who are inherently good against cavalry. But for now, the camels and cavalry aren't coming across, so smashing. Alright, cavalry! Why are you doing arcing shots, really? That's pathetic. Cool them so that they hit our javelin line there. Right, now curl back out. Curl around, curl around. Pull them out.
Turn the wind of battle, or we will taste ashes instead of victory.
You guys run back over there. Right, you hit the Rondol Mercs in the back. Southron Lancers. Remember, they are only Marauder Cav. They aren't really very good. Nice charge. And again. And you, come on, do as you're told. Get onto that corner. Pull out. Pull out. Hit those camel riders. You hit those camel riders from the back. You, Rondol Mercs. You, charge them.
Only half the enemy force remains. We must pray they lose their will to fight. We have lost half of our men.
Camel riders, pull out again. Keep firing your arrows for now. The front line is down, the archers are all that's left. Nice, back out and again. And hit them again. Come on, rout, you buggers. I know you want to rout. I know you want to rout. Do as you are commanded.
It is tiring. Curse the sun that shines on our disgrace. We must turn the wind of battle, or we will taste ashes instead of victory.
Oh dear, Khan Arkish is down to the last few, isn't he? Okay. Withdraw. We don't want to lose the faction leader. Damned close, though. And our steppe tribesmen are fighting on. Well done, men.
cursed foe has stolen victory from us like a thief in the night.
257. Ah, damnable. Damnable enemies! Of course, the South Front units are dedicated mainstream units, which doesn't really mean anything. I say that so much. That's the tier, the name of the tier above militia or trash. And so they're only slightly better than our steppe units, but... That, of course, is an image of Erebor from the Hobbit films, as presumably either designed after the films by some fan, or done for the films as concept art. Please don't say that the general's coming in as well, because then we're definitely going to lose Arkish.
We will show them no fear.
Take a bit longer, friends. Jesus. Bugger. Khan... No. No. We're going to lose Khan Arkish.
We shall not fall.
That much is true to me now.
We attack.
Perhaps we should have stood on the bridge next to Chelkar and waited for our full force and then sieged them in the town. I'm not overly concerned because he doesn't have a custom bodyguard, so... Had he a custom bodyguard, it would be far greater a loss. But he's not going to do anything in the town, so... Get out there and start shooting him. Although, having said that...
Our cursed foe has lost control of the city.
Oh no, that was the absolute worst way. Oh, he's definitely dead now. Just send him in.
Turn the wind of battle, or we will taste ashes instead of victory.
There he is. I could have done better, but I don't think with 6 of those units I was ever going to win this. I'm afraid. Anyway, time 6 it. Let's watch him die. A formidable man he has been, and a solid ending he's going out on.
My heart is we have gained only blood and shame from this battle.
And there it is. There it is. Well, the javelins and the steppe units went down instantly, so no, he would have needed to have routed the outer units very quickly, because the timer would have, of course, gone down and they would have camped at the town centre. And you don't really gain charge bonuses in towns. Now, granted, what I actually did there was still folly, but I really don't think that was going to be a victory no matter how well I fought or who I was.
Your men are out of sight.
So again, we lose Chelkar. We do have reinforcements coming, although they're not very many. But again, just why the AI does this is just so baffling to me. Rather than ever actually just try and slowly move through your lands and take you down.
An honor to serve.
They're willing to just try and do these stupid raids. Like, I'm now an absolute stone's throw from their capital. It's just there. And yet, they're walking past my force just willy-nilly. It's like, you're morons. You're absolute morons. Anywho, sorry, I'm rambling on.
I respect you in battle.
Orders. As you will. How may I serve? Joining the ranks.
Alright, you're going to need to stay there for a moment whilst we try and muster some forces to send your way.
We move.
Oh, hang on. Look at that. Kruk Mahur has the exact answer. Do we have a general we can borrow from somewhere? Yes, Warlord Odrash. There we are. We will avenge Arkish.
Noble one.
And we shall rename this in his honor. Port Arkish. I don't know port in any other languages. Obviously, I'm not going to use Sindarin for canned. And I'm afraid I don't know any Mongolian, nor any Eastern world languages. Drag those across. There we are. Saikam will not rebel now, and hopefully we won't need to send anything else down there anytime soon. Alatar's Rest is training another unit. What is the cause of that? I don't think you need them. Let's just get rid of that. If you could get me some military lodgings, though. You're quite far away, but... So you're going for economy. You've all got the Orokani clan halls built. I like that. because we want to get Orikani units, but it's just a shame they're so far away. I'd be very tempted to open that Orikani building up a bit more, you know, and not make it available everywhere, but put it in some key settlements. So places like Gobel and Kalimon, Umbar, possibly Gobel, Mirlon, Dol Amroth, Minas Tirith, those kind of places, because having your Dwarven units train literally as far away from everyone else as is physically possible in this game is just going to make them such a bore to actually use. So don't really want that, but that's got a military. That's going for military. We'll keep that properly military. Excuse me, sorry. If you could get me the Mason's Guild House, that'll make the roads a bit cheaper when they come. Excuse me, sorry. See, Croc-Mahur is everything we can build at the moment, because we still have we hit the barracks event? That's about to happen anytime soon, isn't it? So if we leave you as you are for now, then when the mines go down, because you're our other recruitment hub. So, right, I think we're at an end turn. Although the army here doesn't need to sit here and do nothing. It would make more sense for them to move out, but once that's built, we will build a second sanctuary, I think, actually. But then, no, actually, we'll just hold there until the dwarves arrive. And then we can really get speaking English, then we can really do some damage to Gobel and Kalimon. We'll pull that into one massive army and sweep into Kalimon. But we do need to also consider, of course, the oasis to the south. I can't remember what the town there is called. It used to be the wealthiest province in the game, and now it's just nothing. And I can't remember its name. But we need to just take that, because Harad might still use that to walk all the way to Sayakan for all we know. But it is a village at game start. We're only 65 turns in. The AI do get some growth bonuses, but nothing major. So the village to the south, the most southerly province, will likely be useless to Harad. Now, this time, I'm feeling a little more confident.
We dance with death this day.
And it would be cracking if we could get a nice solid victory here. But of course, the Dwarven Catapult shooting down a bridge should be one of the greatest things you've ever seen in your life. Oh, it's not even a bridge. Even better. Alright, and then you guys are just going to have to be whatever's left. What I will do, though, is actually position you there, and we'll move them further forward in a moment. Give it to him, give it to them, give it to them! Oh, nice. They hit the Black Snake Guard. And again, fire again. Come on, right down their throat. Nice. 16% of them have died already. $34. Go on, you can do another shot, surely. No. Ah, pull back, pull back.
Curse the sun that
Come
shines
on.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Oh no, I've wasted the opportunity. Oh, I thought they would be way more destructive than that. Come on, dwarves. No, it's over.
We have lost half. The foolish general was bolder than a rooster and allowed himself to be slain in battle.
Oh god, I hate using counterbolts. My constant flaws in this game show through in almost every battle I bloody well fight. Now get out before the general gets you, and then at least the catapults survive, I think.
Life is made of 2 days. One which
We
is
killed a lot
sweet,
though.
and the
That was such an annoying result. Of course they were going to push through because the AI is such a ball ache. Although, to be honest, they were going to push through whatever happened. We needed to have killed more than we did. I'm not sure how we would have been able to do that. Use the cavalry to hold them in position, I suppose, and maybe keep firing with the catapults. But then we would have risked friendly fire. But anyway, it matters not. The enemy town will be ours. Yes! And the catapult did indeed survive. The catapult is the only one you get, or the only two you get. So I should have used them better than I did, but it's fine. Port Arkish. Yeah, get us the sanctuary there, please. Right.
Orders. We march. How may I serve?
God, he can move far, can't he?
Joining our
Alright, you guys take Chelkar back. Thank you very much.
We close for battle.
You retrain. Get a couple of those. Whatever trash you can get. Confederation camp up after your mines. Thank you very much.
Noble one.
And there we are. The dwarves arrive just as Corandash is about to...
Our enemies will suffer.
Oh no, we don't want to do that. We wanted to move those to that one, didn't we? If I move those ones off, will the turns change?
We move. This great army will be
No.
unstoppable. Our
There we are.
enemies will suffer.
Perfect. So Corandash is ours as well. And we'll leave a cavalry unit or something behind.
I will make them kneel before you.
So I think it's ticking along quite nicely. The general's about to waste his life in Chelkar by being an idiot. But again, I'd be curious to hear your thoughts on where you would have put the catapults, maybe just slightly further behind the archers. Would you have put the cavalry in as just a defensive line to do anything possible to try and deter the enemy arriving at the catapults? And given that the AI does do the pushing through mechanic and we have no way of stopping that, would you have... how would you have defended the catapults? Would you just fled as soon as it was apparent that they were going to try and push through?
And they do.
Oh, the Dwarven King is dead. Oh, and another Dwarven King is dead. Sayakan built a refuge. What is that retraining? Ah, this time it actually is because of armor. I'm hoping that's what you guys are rebuilding as well. No. Oh, something somewhere just gave us a worldwide boost, didn't it? That port, that thing we just built in Arkish. Global effect, yes.
Noble one, we cannot travel there. This will
Hello,
be an
Vasifar the
honorable
Just.
battle.
What a nice gathered
Laying
army
siege
you've
to
got.
the enemy. Awaiting your order to
I
strike.
look forward to crushing
An honor
them.
to serve.
Right, well, I think I'm going to end the episode there. I don't actually know how long it is in terms of minutes, but this is a good point to end. So we'll mop up that little army at the start of the next episode. We'll most likely attack Chelkar now so that we can use the catapults while their army's sandwiched in the town centre. And then Port Arkish will hold... I don't know if we should move on Umara
I will not waste words
or if we should just hold in the port. Or we could have shut down those units by taking that fort, couldn't we? Or standing on the bridges, that would have been better. But anyway, the army in Corandash will clear out Vamfar and then move over themselves. Having two generals in the town doesn't really help immensely. So, you there, Sharia. Oh, you can't get out. Oh, that's frustrating.
Orders.
I want towers. They can build towers as they come through, I suppose. There we are. But I'm only human, I suppose. I'm always going to make mistakes. And today is just another example of those mistakes being made. You guys can train some cavalry to send over to the fort. Take another one of them when you're done. Anywho, as I say, that is all. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. And until we speak again, dear friends, Navar Naden Perimad Melonin, and farewell.